Hi Andoni, nice to see you. First of all, we just check on team news. How's everyone pulled up from Sunday?
I think the ones who played, there haven't been any new injuries. Probably we have some tired legs. That is something normal. But we've prioritized and we will prioritize this week the recovery process, and we hope everyone is ready. No? We have one or two situations. One with illness. Every week we have someone with some kind of that we don't know if he will be able to travel, and another player, Philip, with the back. That's the reason he wasn't in the squad the other day, and let's see how he trains this afternoon and if he has a chance to be involved tomorrow. But the rest, I think, will be available. Yes.
Okay, and it's the first quick turnaround of the season.
Yes.
So do you expect to make a lot of changes, or do you want to go strong?
At the end, it's not we are strong or weak depending on who we put in the starting lineup. You can put the same starting lineup and go very weak because they are not ready for the challenge, and you can change a lot and be very strong. We will obviously need some fresh legs for sure. We will make some changes, but I haven't still decided all the starting 11. I haven't, because it's such a quick turnaround that I want to see them, see how they are feeling, and feel it to make the last decisions.
Come back to tomorrow night in just a moment. Should we just try and wrap up what happened on Sunday? There seems to be a lot of sympathy for Bournemouth about the decision that was made. Have you had any conversations with PGMOL, or did you just move on? We have, not me, the club. I know that they normally, sometimes they have, but I think this conversation have to stay private every time, and whatever they speak in between the clubs, the referees, I think it's quite clear what happened, but I don't want to again keep continue with this argument. No, we have to accept it. It was very difficult in the moment. It will not change anything, so now we have to try to focus on the next game. But moving on from that actual decision, in terms of just the processes instead. So Dermot Gallagher, who's a former Premier League referee, said that if he saw the replay, he would have given it. That there's a discussion about a lower intervention of VAR and seeing the screen and letting the referees have more of an on-field decision. There may be a bit of confusion as to when you should go to the screen and not go to the screen? No,
I don't think there has been confusion in this play. I think everyone I've heard has the same opinion. A referee, not referee. I don't see a lot of confusion on the play. Everyone, I think, or from what I've heard, I don't hear anyone, all the people, sorry, but I think everyone agrees.
Okay, I'll move on from that for now. The transfer deadline is just 3 days away. It seems like Kepa Arrizabalaga is close to joining. Can you give us an update on him?
It's a little bit like the situation we had with Evan Nilsson, no? We can say that things are happening, but still is not our player, and we have to wait and see how the situation finishes. Yes.
Now, how much do you know of him from a personal one-on-one point of view from your time at Athletic Club?
I think we haven't played together any game, but I know him. Yes, obviously I know him because he has been an academy player when I was a first team player for a lot of years, and we have for sure trained together a lot of times, but I don't think we've played together.
Okay. He's still the world's most expensive goalkeeper ever, so he's had a lot of pressure on him for a long time. Maybe hasn't quite gone right to plan for him at Chelsea or at Real Madrid last season, but clearly a big talent.
Obviously, he comes from Chelsea, from Real Madrid, for very big clubs, no? And I think he's used to live with the pressure that comes with playing with this kind of clubs, but until he's not our player, that right now he is not, I cannot profundize more, no, I would say.
In a hypothetical situation where he comes in, and
yes,
you have a new goalkeeper, your club captain is a goalkeeper as well, Neto. Have you had discussions with him about what that would how that would work out? So I assume Kepa would want to be moved from Chelsea to come here to play.
No, but it's not about the goalkeeping situation. Past week you asked me about the right back situation. No, that we have 3 right backs and now goalkeepers, and this is internal competition. And at the end, what is more important is that the level of each position is high for the club, for the team, and this is what the club is trying to do, no? To try to make everyone push to give their best, so the collective level improves in every position, not only goalkeeping or whatever. Is all the positions the same.
Would you expect any more incomings before Friday?
I don't really know. I suppose that it will depend on the players that leave, but it could happen that we don't sign anyone else. Yes.
I know we've spoken about potential loans out, like Steiner Jefferson, and how those have been planned. But do you have any concerns about a surprise outgoing, for example? I know the Dom Solanke move felt like it moved quite quickly, maybe took you by surprise. You said you wanted to keep him yourself, so are you worried about it? I bet you can't wait for the deadline to come.
Yeah, this I guarantee you, I cannot wait for the deadline to come. This is but not this season, every season. I hate these last weeks of the market. I hate them because we have to train in the afternoon, and I'm receiving messages. I don't know if he trains, he doesn't train, the other one trains, doesn't train. So I suppose it's the same for all the managers. You have to adapt, you have to change things quickly, you have to, but it's very difficult. I always say, no, I don't understand why it's open, why it will happen again this week. On Friday night we will be in the hotel, probably you have players that move before the game on Saturday, and you have to deal with very difficult situations. Still no, 3 days, 4 days, it's not a lot. We hope it go quickly. We prepare, and especially in my position, I have to prepare very well because we have a very difficult week, travel-wise, recovery-wise, opposition-wise, and I focus on these things. I know that the club is working, is trying to finish the window the best they can, but I'm not focused on these things.
And final for you from me on football, Carabao Cup tomorrow. Yes. How much would a cup run be a big priority for you this season to, I don't know, just excite the fans, excite the players as well?
Yeah, I think considering the level of the game we have tomorrow is we cannot talk about a cup run. You know, if we want to go through to play the next round, we will have to be very, very, very good. If we are average tomorrow, we are out of the competition, guarantee, because we are playing West Ham, that they have an amazing team. They have a depth of a squad that they have 2 starters in every position. So if we want just not to have a run or whatever, play another game in the Carabao Cup, we will have to be very, very good. Is what I'm thinking right now, because we've been unlucky. Also, I suppose West Ham is thinking the same. I think they think also, we've been unlucky, we have to play Bournemouth. But it's true that to be the first game of the competition is a very high level game, yes.
But fans can dream.
Yeah, of course. Everyone can have, and everyone, we in the inside always have our dreams, our ambitions, you know. But in this case, I think we have to be very clear, no? We have to be at our very best. Sometimes past season, I don't know, we played against Swansea away. We probably were not at our best, but we find a way to get through and continue in the competition. Tomorrow, if we start the same way, we have no chance. We have to be much, much better, and we have to be close to our best level if we want to have any chance, yes.
Yeah, and finally, just from me, there's a lot been made about the Basque manager invasion, yes, on the Premier League. Julian Lopetegui is a bit older than the likes of yourself, and Mikel Arteta, and his journey maybe was slightly delayed, maybe to get up to the top level in terms of the coaching. But is he someone that you've looked up to in the past?
Yeah, I think someone that has been very successful in different countries, also different clubs, even with the national team, with Spain, Porto, in Spain in different clubs. He won the European competition with Sevilla. I have played against him I think 3 times, probably more, I don't know, as a manager also. And I also could talk a little bit with him in in the game of the 100 years of Rayo Vallecano, because he was also a Rayo player and we could catch up a little bit. And he's like always in the Premier League. He's a top level manager, and I know that they are going to be a very good team, very well organized. I think they've done a very, very good market also. They added a lot of quality and depth to a squad that was already very good. So it's a big challenge for me personally and for the team, yes.